We'll be talking through the PGCMLS app, which is the primary mobile app that we use for providing access to all of our resources and our online resources and our collections, and also your account information. Just a message to let you all know that this is being recorded. We'll be putting the video up post-produced on our social media platforms shortly so that folks can access this demo on demand. So again, we're looking at the PGCMLS app. I'm going to show you where you can find out more information about this app on our website and then also in the App Store. So if you go to our website, just open up your browser, and I'll navigate it from the beginning here. So I would type in pgcmls.info. You'll see our closure alert is up right there. You can close that out. And then you have lots of different great options on the website for navigating, but click on this menu here and then go to Online Library. Then you'll see mobile apps. And then on here, you'll see our primary apps with the PGCMLS mobile app being the #1. And it's available for both Apple devices and Android devices. I'm on an iPhone, so I'm going to go ahead and click through to download on the App Store. And then I'm going to say open this page in the App Store. And I already have it downloaded. Otherwise, you would see a little tag that says get, where it says open on my device. So I'll just say open. This app is free, as are all of our apps. So just a reminder about that. So this is the home screen on the PGCMLS app. This app is really great for you to access your account, to find out what holds you have in progress, to find out when materials are due. You can renew materials on here really easily. And you can also find out about our events, our branch locations, and also there's some great links to our digital and online resources. So now that I'm in the app, if you're downloading it for the first time, if you want to access your account information and such, you'll need to log in with your library card number and PIN number, which I'll get to in a bit. But just to give you a sense of the layout here, on the home screen, we start off with the recommended reads carousel at the top, which is similar to what we have at the bottom of our regular homepage on a desktop or a laptop. There are a series of recommended read lists in here, including recommendations by format and also genre, and also there's some thematic groupings you can see here, African-American authors, new releases, biography and memoir, etc. And you can scroll to the sides to find out some other recommendations. This is a really great opportunity for browsing the collection, similar to how you might do it in the physical branch with looking at book displays and then checking out the different shelves, which I love to do all the time. It's a lot of fun. So below the recommended reads, you'll see any special announcements. Right now you see our closure message due to the health emergency. And then right below that is our search box. This is going to be the place to be for finding access to resources and such. Before we get into the searching of the catalog, just want to point out some of the other features on here. This is the main menu for the app, starting off with locations. Then we have events, my bookshelf, my account, scan an ISBN, digital services, social media, suggest a purchase, my library card, news, and help. I'm going to go through each one of these briefly. So to start off, we'll look at the catalog. So I'm going to look up a sample item. Actually going to look it up by author name. So I'm going to look up Elizabeth Acevedo, who is a fabulous YA author based in the DC area and who actually used to teach in Prince George's County. Her most recent book, With the Fire on High, is fabulous and has won a lot of awards. So I've done a search by author name. You can search by keyword or by title. It's pretty much like the Google search of the library catalog. So on here, you'll see her results. We have physical books, we have audiobooks and eBooks. And one thing to note on the audiobooks is that some of the audiobooks are actually on physical CDs, which you can only check out at the branches. So for the purposes of whenever the branches are closed, or like now in the extended closure, you'd really want to focus on the audiobooks that are not in CD format and also the ebooks. So you can see the availability of each of the items, as well as some information about the books. This is a physical book, so typically what you would be able to do on the app is click reserve, and then set what library branch you'd like to pick up the material at, set the date that you would like your hold request to be activated. So you might want to activate it today, or you might wait till you're finished with all the books that you're currently reading. And you can actually preset that activation date now without having to go back, and it automatically puts you into the hold queue. Normally you would be able to hit reserve here and then the hold request would be placed. Right now, because of our extended closure, we've actually suspended hold requests in order to account for the fact that materials that are currently on loan are being extended until we reopen. So right now you can't put in a hold request for physical item, but that is a feature that you can use when we reopen. So looking at an ebook, for example, we'll go to the Poet X. It's available here in ebook. We have 2 copies. One is available currently. And pretty much you get the details about the book, reviews, etc. And it's super easy. All you have to do is hit checkout, and then you wait for a second. And then it says that the checkout is complete and it can be accessed from my bookshelf. One of the neat features here is you can immediately click to read or listen, and then it'll open the item in a browser window and you can start reading the book here, which is really great. And this will work on any mobile device that's compatible with the apps that we have. And so we'll go back here to the app. It mentioned bookshelf, so we'll navigate to that now. Going back to the home screen of the app, there's my bookshelf. This has the list of all of the materials that I have out on loan, whether they are physical materials or digital materials. So you can see I have a bunch of books and a Blu-ray, some audiobooks that are currently on loan, and then some ebooks. So whenever I want to reaccess the Poet X, I can go back here, click on Read Now, and then it'll open up the item. And then if I wanted to return it, I can also click Return right here. So it's super user-friendly. And the thing to note about this app is that it actually aggregates all of the ebook and audiobook digital materials that we have across all of our third-party vendors. So if you were to go back to our website and check out the digital suite, which I will show you now, you'll see that we have several different third-party apps. Library, mobile apps. So you'll see we have Beanstack, we have Comic Plus, Library Edition, Freegal, Hoopla, Canopy, Libby by Overdrive, which is our main ebook and audiobook app now. So the content on the main apps like Canopy and Libby is all aggregated into the PGCMLS app. So you don't actually have to navigate to both different apps. You might prefer a user interface of Libby or something like that, and in which case you can download those apps for free and still log in with your library account. But for today's session, we're just focusing on the PGCMLS app directly. So continuing on, locations. Typically, this will show you all of the current branch hours for the day for each branch, and will also tell you how close you are to those branches. You can adjust your location settings so that that your location is visible into the app, so it can track what your immediate nearest branch is. For me, the nearest branch is actually the Largo Kettering branch today from home, which is 1.7 miles away. When you open up the branch page, you'll see a photo of the branch, the address, the phone number. You can access a map, which is actually stays within the map. Stays within the app. You can see our network of branch libraries there. You can also click through for directions, which will take you to any of your Google Maps or Maps apps on your phone or your mobile device. And then the opening hours are listed here, and any special features about the branch, like at the bottom here, you'll see that passport services are available. I'm just going to pause for 1 second to see if there's anyone else waiting in the virtual waiting room to admit them. Okay. Okay, so we've just gone through locations. We'll also now look at the events tab. Normally when the library is open, this is populated with hundreds and hundreds of events. The library has, in fact, over 8,800 events every year across the system, and we have the 19 branches. Right now, you'll see cancellation notices on all of our events for March and April, and that is because of the ongoing health emergency. So on these calendar listings, you'll see the title of the event, the location. Sometimes it's at a branch, like on the second one here, you'll see Largo Kettering. And on the first one, you'll see it's at one of our partner locations in Mount Rainier. You'll see the time of the event, as well as the appropriate age group, and then the event type, and then a brief description. There's a really great functionality here for adding the event to your calendar. So you can just tap that and add it to whatever the calendar app is on your phone. You can also share directly to Twitter and Facebook if you'd like to help spread the word. So it's defaulting to organizing chronologically by date, single days, and you can also look by branch. So there's the by hour and then the by branch tabs at the top. And in the bottom right corner, there's a filter option where you can specify an individual branch. You can specify an individual age range, and you can also specify an event type. So if you were a parent looking for story time for your younger children, you could select that. You could also go back and specify that they're under the age of 5, and you could also specify buoy branch, and then you're going to hit apply at the top right, and then it'll give you a listing for active events. Right now, those are all offline because of the closure, but you would see that the filtered results here. Just a reminder that we're going to do questions at the end of the session. If you'd like to type in your questions now in the chat box, you are welcome to do that. Otherwise, you can hold on until we finish the demo and we'll get into the Q&A portion. Okay, my bookshelf. Forgive my own reading habits in here, but you'll see, again, that this is a list of current materials checked out on your account. If there is an option to renew, there will be a renewal icon here that you can click through, and it'll tell you also how many renewals you have left. And a great service that we offer is automated renewals for materials that are eligible for renewal. So you don't have to worry about manually doing renewals here unless you want to get ahead of things. And then on ebooks, you do not have that opportunity. So ebooks and audiobooks, you would need to return it ahead of your return date, or also those materials are automatically pulled from your account at the due date, which you'll see here. I have 2 books out on audio, Una out of order, due April 1st, and then the Rooster Bar due April 3rd. Those will automatically be recalled. Going back to the main menu, my account, please disregard my personal library card information on here, but you'll see there's a My Bookshelf list. If I had any held items, you can see those. You can see a history here. Loan history is here. That is actually not available for view because we restrict that information, and it's not available at all to protect your privacy as a customer. If you have any fees, they're here. I'm clearly a naughty librarian because I have 25 cents owed. Any messages from the system, your profile, your library card number, and your home branch. One of the great features about our app is that you can activate a digital library card on here. It's completely automated when you've signed up for a library card and logged in on the app. And this means that you don't actually have to carry your physical card or the keychain card to the library to access materials and to check them out. You can just open up the app and show this e-card and check out materials, whether you're doing self-check or working with a staff member at the circulation desk. Okay, this is probably Amazon's worst nightmare, but we have a really funky ISBN scanner opportunity in the app, which allows you to scan a book to see if it's available in our collection. So I'm going to go ahead and scan a book here that I have ready. It's one of Elizabeth Acevedo's books, The Poet X, and it pulled up automatically all of the materials in our catalog that match that ISBN, including across formats. So you'll see that there's ebook, audiobook, physical book, audiobook on CD, and then it also will pull in some books that are deemed related so that you can go ahead and check things out easily. So if you're out at book club and you want to get your own copy of something, you can easily scan someone else's book to then go through and place a hold. Moving along, digital services. This is where we list some of our top online resources. You'll see some of our apps from Digital Suite are listed here. Hoopla, which offers movies, TV shows, music recordings. Overdrive, which is also the Libby app. RB Digital, where you can access magazines and audiobooks, and also music lessons if you're looking for some music programs for your children or adults while you're home during the closure. And then also Freegal Music, where you can download music and also stream music, which is a great opportunity. And then you can see some of the curated items here by category: entertainment, magazines. This is not our full list. Our full list is available on the website under online resources. So you can access some more here and then go to more from our website to access the full list of 85 plus online resources. Okay, going back to the home screen here, social media, this will link you out to our primary social media pages. We have added several new accounts since this has been updated. So we actually have a second Facebook page now in Spanish. If you search for Biblioteca de Prince George, you'll find that account. We also have a second Twitter account for our CEO, Roberta Phillips. And we also have a LinkedIn account if you're interested in connecting with us and hearing about employment opportunities and learning about what we're doing in the field of librarianship. You can suggest a purchase, which in the app, this links you out to the page on our website. And this is a great opportunity if there's a material that you really think would be great for the community or you're particularly interested in reading or watching, you can go ahead and submit your suggestion here and our staff will review it and see if it's possible to acquire it. Again, my library card, it's here, accessible on the home screen directly. So to access your e-card, you can go through my account or my library card. At the bottom is news, which just goes to any important closure alerts, like our closure message. And then at the bottom is a help menu where you just get a little more context on how to use the app. And there's a link there to contact us for additional assistance. In the top right corner, you'll see the menu icon. This is another way to kind of reach some of the content, but all of the content you see here in this shortcut menu, My Account, Find Materials, Locations, and Events, is available on the home screen based on how we've configured it. So it should be pretty easy to just access everything right on the home screen. Just check my notes, make sure we've covered everything. One sort of PSA just to share with you while we are in our closure right now. If your library card is expiring, we've opened up a temporary access to renew your card online, and you can visit our website, pgcmls.info, to find the instructions on that. You'll need to submit your card number, name, and address, and our team will help you with that renewal remotely so that you can make sure you access all of our online resources. Okay, at this time, we're going to switch over to the Q&A. Hope this has been a helpful demo on the PGCMLS app. If anyone has questions, you're welcome to type them into the chat box or open up your microphone and ask through your microphone. Olivia, did you have any additional items about the app?
Hi, one thing I'd like to add is you can actually enable your reading history within the app. What you'll have to do is log into the catalog on a desktop using the link from our website or catalog.pgcmls.info/Polaris. And in your profile, you can give the app permission to collect your reading history. And once you do that, you'll be able to see anything you check out from there on out on the app and on the website.
Very cool. Thanks for sharing that. Feel free to share questions. If anyone's got a question in the chat box. We appreciate the colleagues who have tuned in to see how we're piloting our Zoom live demos. We'll hang on the line here for a couple more minutes in case anyone has questions. While I'm totally biased, I think our app is the best of any public library that I've seen. I know some other libraries use the same system as we do, but at least here in our area, in Metro DC area and Maryland side of things, ours is definitely the slickest in my totally biased opinion, but that's that. The recommended reads content on the home screen changes pretty frequently based on whatever the library is featuring in terms of content program-wise for a month, or if it's Women's History Month or Black History Month or Pride Month. You'll see that there are different curated content collections on here. And we always have the bestseller lists represented as well. Oh, we got one comment. Great demo. Thank you, Chris. We appreciate that comment. Glad you could tune in. And as we mentioned, this demo will be posted on our social media pages and also YouTube. We'll be adding captions for the version that will be posted on YouTube. And our next demo is scheduled for Tuesday at 2 o'clock. and we will be looking at Libby by Overdrive, which is one of our primary ebook and audiobook apps that is really user-friendly. And while that content is all integrated into this PGCMLS app, some people might have a preference of looking at that content through the Libby app directly. Well, thanks everyone for joining, and we'll look forward to seeing you over the interwebs again soon. And we hope you and your families are staying safe during the public health crisis. And if you have any questions at all for the library system, please send us an email either at pr@pgcmls.info or shoot us a message on any of our social media platforms, and we'll be happy to get back to you rather quickly, since we are sitting at our computers doing our work remotely right now. Thanks again, and thank you to Olivia for joining me, and we'll see you all soon.